All right, let's see what we got. This is changing strings again. This is Diodario 10 to not focusing. Come on, focus for me. Oh, that's why. Got to put the autofocus on. So 11 to 50. I've been playing this one a lot. The Hetfield Vulture. I bought this thing like when it came out. I remember when there was the pre-order when they actually came out with, hey, this is going to happen. It's coming out. That's when I bought it. So I've had this thing for 7 or 8 years at least. This thing's great. I love the pickups on it. They're really, the pickups are the Hetfield version in pickups. I'm almost never on this one. I'm always on this, the bridge. But I mean, it works great. It sounds great. I have the Hammett. Can you see it? The Hammett's right here. The Hammett's very nice, but I prefer the pickups of the Hetfield a little bit more. If I had to choose, I would put the Hetfield on the Hammett and whatever. So yeah, I got to change this. It does not, I've gotten better at doing this, and I'm like right in the middle of the day, so I have a bunch of other things going on. But whatever, I can get this done pretty quickly. I've been meaning to do this for at least a month, and then everything else gets in the way, so I'm just making time right now to do this. So I think the one thing I wanted to talk about mostly was seeing, since I'm doing this on a Metallica guitar. Metallica came to town. I don't think I ever talked about the show itself. I talked about the pop-up and how I felt the pop-up was a giant cash grab, which I mean it all is. That's what the concerts are. Concerts are just cash grabs, especially nowadays. It costs so much money. I remember the last time I saw Metallica, I kind of sat in the general area I did this time, and the ticket was $120. And to sit in approximately the same section, maybe one section over, not that big of a difference in a football stadium, but it was $300. For what? It's the same band, it's playing the same song, slower, and then playing stuff off a Load, and it's like, I'm not a fan of the Load record. Somebody asked me, are you gonna do an unboxing of the Load record? It's like, I'm not gonna buy that crap. I'll listen to Saint Anger. I think Saint Anger is a really good record. It's, people blah 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 about the drums. It's like, okay, well then what are the songs about? And then you fall into that trap too, because then people say the same thing. Well, did you listen to Load? I've only ever listened to the singles of Load, the stuff that they put out. And even that, I don't think I listened to all of them. Load came out in the summer of 90. Was it 95? Yeah, it's got to be 95, because that's why the thing came out. I just didn't like the record. It just didn't talk to me at all. It just doesn't say anything to me. That record doesn't say anything to me. Saint Anger, I think, is a really fun record. I think they actually were onto something there. But Load and Reload, that whole era when they were trying to be a rock and roll band, I guess, Bob Rock was like, well, they didn't try to make a Black Album again. It's like, since when did they try to make the same record twice? That's just something they don't do. But did they ever just lean that way further into like almost country type guitars? And I just don't. They played like, what's the name of that song? Memory Remains live. And everybody sings along with it. No, everybody loves it. Well, no, they don't. Nobody liked it when it was out. That was the thing about this. I'm still seeing ads for trying to get you to buy the reload, or no, load box set. Because I don't think they sold out of all of them. Because the Black Album, they never did anything to advertise it almost at all. They just put it out and it sold out. But I don't think that happened with Load at least. Just nothing interesting on the record. It just doesn't speak to me. Well, okay. Well, you're not a real Metallica fan. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to have my feelings hurt. I'm 46 years old. I'm not going to worry about what some punk says, some stupid kid says about me. It does not bother me at all. Well, if you're a real Metallica fan, you... Okay, well then I'm not. Okay, that's fine. Say what you will about me, I don't care. Well, you should listen to all the... Well, then, why are you talking so badly about Saint Anger? Because it's always the same people, they'll try to defend, and they weren't even alive when Load came out. Like I said, Load came out in 95. It's like a lot of younger people talking about it, and it's like, well, you weren't there, you weren't waiting, knowing that it's going to be a while after the Black Album came out, and you wondered which direction they'd go, and it went the direction everybody was afraid it was going to go. That's why Saint Anger was such a despite whatever you want to say about the audio, Saint Anger was a much more attractive approach to what they do. Whatever. So the concert was good. It's really expensive. Like I said, they played Fuel and they played Memory Remains off of the Load record, and it's just that was the time where it was just like they were playing all these songs and then they played The Memory Remains, and I just sat down. I don't need there's no energy in that song. There's nothing. It's just kind of, okay, it's Hetfield's whatever. You know, you can't always hit a home run. It's fine. But the rest of the show was nice. I think it was, I wish the set list were, they did play Orion. That was my one hope. They'd been playing Call of Cthulhu and they've been playing Orion. I was like hoping that they would play Orion, and they did. So that was the saving grace for the show for me. And they only played one show. Everywhere else, Dallas got the no repeat weekend, but what did Houston get? Just one show as they were passing from Tampa to Santa Clara. I think Houston was just a way to pay the bills, so they only figured, just give them one show. And then the show sold out, and it was the largest concert ever held in the stadium, in a football stadium. There's 75,000 people there. It's like, yeah, that's what you got for second guessing or doubting Houston showing up for the show, because it's not just Houston. It's all of South Texas, it's West Texas, it's North Texas, it's probably Louisiana. With the fascist and government that we have now, I don't know how many people wanted to go ahead and make the trip up, because a lot of the times you'll see people from Mexico, Central America, South America will come up to Houston, because Houston's a hub anyway for a lot of the southern part of the globe. Is red my thickest, or is gold? I just put in black, so red is the next. Yeah, I don't know how much that played a factor. It did not hurt the ticket sales. Show was sold out. 75,000 people there. The floor, because the show's in the center, the floor was completely packed. I've never, not even the last time they played and there were a lot of people there, but this time around was just incredible. They still sound good. They still play relatively good. It's interesting to watch him slow down. It's interesting to watch James, how he approaches. He does not downpick as much as he used to. And it's not a bad or a good thing. It just is what it is. If you've been playing like that for 40 plus years, it's going to wear on you. I understand that. But you got to wonder where the end point of this is. And with, I'm shooting this on the 4th, we're still kind of in the mourning period of Ozzy dying. You have to wonder, he's 76. These guys, James Hetfield just turned 62 the other day. So I'm always thinking, well, is this the last time I'm ever going to see him? So then you can't go, well, I'm going to sit him out. I'm not going to watch him this time. Because the last time they came to Houston was 8 years ago. And they mentioned that at the end of the show. Houston, we shouldn't avoid playing, blah, 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 blah. It's been too long and you guys are great. Whatever. I know that's just stage talk nonsense. Because my first reaction was like, well, why didn't you play 2 shows then? I know you're not allergic to money by watching how much t-shirts cost and how much all the crap that you sell at your shows and at the pop-up cost. I know you're not afraid of money. I know you're not allergic to it. Maybe they'll play some more. Maybe they'll play in Houston again. I highly doubt it. I was prepared to say, okay, well, that's it for Metallica. Probably they'll never have another new record and they'll just tour for a while longer and then retire. Do like kind of like what Slayer did. But who knows? And because they can have that dangling over your head, and especially with Ozzy gone now, who knows? Maybe that's the last time you ever get to see Metallica. Okay, well, I guess I'll pay $300 to go sit in a mediocre. It was a good seat, but I mean, there's still better seats. And I wasn't about to drop like $800 for a ticket. Hold on, here it is. And get the mic right next to it. Perfectly in tune. So nobody watches this far, but was it nice seeing Metallica? Of course, they sounded nice. I don't know, especially now with Ozzy gone, how we're viewing everything. I mean, it's already happened to me. I already lost a member of Slayer. I mean, you know what I mean. But I don't know. Is it worth it? I guess. It's perfectly in tune. Perfect tuning. Can't beat that. Will I go see him if they come to town again? Yeah. But I really doubt it. I think that's it.